Let's move across into a different type of media, social media, and unpack that for a bit with you, Julie, if that's okay. So this is a very common question that you both hear a lot of, and that is, do I need to be on social media, and what should I say, and how often should I say it? How often should I be posting?
That's a question we get very frequently, particularly from really small organisations. To do social media well does take planning. It is my hobby horse. I will keep coming back to that. But you need to know, again, why you're on social media, who you're trying to speak to, and what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. My short answer is yes, I think you do need to be on social media, at least one of the platforms, and there are a myriad of them, but there's probably 4 that are most common these days and most relevant. We advocate that ideally the organisation is on social media, but if there's some reticence to that, that at least there is one person on social media, and whether that's the chairman of a local community organisation or whether it is the staff, if it is a staffed organisation rather than just a volunteer organisation. And there's 2 reasons. One is to be heard, but probably more importantly is to actually be listening. It's very easy these days to set up searches and to understand what's being said, if not directly about your organisation, if you don't yet have that profile that people are talking about, but certainly what's being said around your sector, what's being said around the issues that you're passionate about. If you're based in a small, if your focus is a suburb, or if your focus is a small town or a region, what are people talking about in that region? Who are the people that are talking about whatever your issue is or your community? Because they then can become really important influencers and people that you can actually talk to and work with to help raise the profile of either your organisation or the issue that you're really passionate about and what you're trying to get known. So the other thing that being on social media does is it helps build a community. It builds a group of people that will come together around an idea. And I've known of community organisations or issues that have brought together really quickly tens of thousands of people around an issue. And we've all seen, how hashtags like #MeToo, for example, have come together really quickly. That, some are organic and some do, are deliberately planned. So you need to just be thinking about that. Which platform you choose, again, depends on who you are and what you've got to say. If you're an organisation that has really rich visual imagery, if you're a local community progress association and you happen to live in a particularly beautiful part of the world and you're trying to attract people to that part of the world, Instagram is probably the platform for you, because you've got gorgeous imagery and you've got things that people are interested in if you get the right hashtags. One of our clients is both a fundraiser, a grant seeker as an organisation, but they are also a grant maker. We work with them in different ways. We use Facebook because that's where the people seeking the grants are, and that's where we put most of our energy in terms of sharing the grant programs that they have available, and in terms of sharing the kinds of stories about what other organisations are doing. So you're sharing best practice and sharing insights. But when we're wanting to talk to the donor community or talk to the government community, we tend to focus more on Twitter and LinkedIn, for example. So that raises that kind of profile. It's a slightly, not to say I'm not all for, but, not everyone is, and not all of your target audiences will be on those. So just thinking through that. Just in terms of the question about how frequently should you be posting, again, how long's a piece of string? Again, there are some people say that more than once a day is too many. My view is that you need to be posting a couple of times a day, because you've got different people who use different channels at different times. So, and I can't recall the exact stat, but I think it's something like the life of a Facebook post is about 20 minutes and Twitter is shorter than that. So I might have those stats completely wrong, but they're surprisingly short periods of time. One general rule, though, spend 70% of the time not talking about yourself directly. So, and what I mean by that is sharing insights, sharing information, celebrating other people's work, celebrating what other people have been able to achieve, within your community, or what other people are doing, and 20 to 30% of the time actually asking for things like donations, for example. So supporting the community that you're with, sharing positive stories. It's a bit like if you're following a commercial brand, they follow roughly the same pattern, that you know, don't always be selling to people, be celebrating the people that use your products or your services. So there are a few tips. You know, always happy to share more if people need more information.